was like, all right, bet. No issues. Simple process. Everyone throws $5 on the table. Rolls like three months, right? So Des put his $5 on the table, and then when he thought no one was looking, he reached back on the table, grabbed his 5 and somebody else's 5 to make it 10. When nobody else was looking. And just like I remember like being a young ass jit witnessing that, and I was like, yeah, if Josh had saw that, there'd probably be a fight breaking out like right in front of me right now. Oh, literally. And like I'm sitting there like kind of in control of the situation. Just thinking back on other like situations, like people because all these guys like that I would fucking hang out with my freshman year and shit, like they like literally like walk around like stain people like all the time and shit, and I was just like there, like, and I just it made me look like an idiot, you know, and like I would just be like in there, like I remember Raffy, like when we still had like our problems or whatever, he thought that I was the one, like Frank, Josh Parsons, like Evan Jones, and like Skinny Joe's crib. But Eden called, like, me, and when I was with, like, Josh Parsons, like, Frank and Fasty, and he was like, yo, pull up to Raffy's house. We're about to fight Raffy. And, like, so in my mind, I wasn't cool with Raffy at the time, so I was just like, all right, bet. Like, I was like, I'll watch this kid, like, fucking fight, you know? Like, I was like, at the time.
Why were you and Raffy not cool? I remember when it was, but I don't remember why.
That is a long story.
It was wait, was it over a girl?
Grover told me.
Was it over a girl or something, or what was it over?
Kind of, but like I'm pretty sure you told me a little bit.
I remember the time, like I was around. I was around, but I wasn't around.
Me and Deke were hanging out, and we were smoking. Like this is when we were young. Deke was like, yo, I'm gonna try and get Alexis, or he said I'm gonna try and get Alexis was, you know, and Emma Zach over, right? They were hanging out, and like they lived like a neighborhood down, and it was snowing. And then Deke like was allowed to drive his parents' car, even though he didn't have his license. But he was like, yeah, I'll go pick him up or whatever. I was like, all right. I was like, what? I was like, all right. Like, I was so boys with Raffy, so like I wasn't even thinking about anything like with Alexis. Like it just did not cross my mind. Like I just was like I was just trying to smoke. Like I was young. Like I barely ever got to smoke weed. Like this was still at the time period where like JD, we were literally smoking out of a highlighter. Like a highlighter with 10 foil. We were smoking out of a highlighter.
Oh, those during those days.
Like we waited like 2 hours for the plug. Like we got it handed to us in the basement. Like that type time. And then so I remember after we got it, like we went out there and like I took like 2 bullets out of that highlighter. Like just as a joke, I was fried as fuck. And like I remember the only people that smoked were me and Alexis, but I skipped an important part of the story, right? Alexis, like 20 minutes before she came over, she said, hey, Emma can't make it tonight, but I'm still sliding. And so I already thought that was like weird, cause like, you know, like she had just broken up with Raffy, and then like, I mean, I knew she knew I was friends with me, and then like, so was Deke too. But then, so when I get over there, right, or when she gets over there, like at first, like they smoke and whatever, but like keep in mind, like I'm high as fuck. All of a sudden, like I'm just sitting there on the couch, and then like I literally just like feel a hand cock. And then like I look over, and then she's like looking at me, and I was like this kind of difficult. And then so like I remember like we didn't even like do anything, and I'll explain the forefront of the story. You will laugh when you hear that, when you hear how the night ended. So fucking. That all happened, and like I put a blanket like on top of us, and like we were honestly like just like spooning, like it wasn't too.
Yeah.
Low key was in my underwear, but that was like probably about like that was literally it, like spooning, like
yeah.
It was not much. Like I don't even think we really did, but And so she had taken my phone, though, while this was happening. And
what?
keep in mind, I'm high as fuck. Like, I am off the rails while this is happening. I was having an amazing time.
Amazing fucking time, yeah.
It's just insane.
It's just the time of your fucking life, yeah.
And then, so, like, she takes my phone, calls Raffy.
What?
And, like, I just wasn't even thinking about it.
You're just in fucking, you're just high as shit.
I didn't give a fuck, like, I'm high as fuck. And then with a bitch, like, leaning against my dick, like, I just didn't care. And then, like, all of a sudden, she calls Manny, and Manny answers. And then, like, I don't even know what I said to Manny. I don't know what she said to Manny. But then, like, I remember the conversation ended, like, 2 minutes later. I don't remember anything, like, regarding that. From that standpoint, for the rest of the night, like, between Raffy and then I woke up to the next morning from Raffy, like, just, like, 5 paragraphs, just, like, yelling and bitching, and, like, how she did it, and, like, but...
You're cool with him now, right?
Yeah, and I'll explain, like, the whole entire story.
Okay.
And then I gotta get off for... I will explain this whole entire story.
Yeah, I gotta get it too,
bro. But, so what's it called? Fucking, so then after this happened, like, we were probably spooning for, like, from, like, 11:30 to, like, 12. And, like, Deke was still trying to get some, too, because, like, Deke's just always been that, honestly. So, like, Deke was, like, still kind of trying to, like, get in on it with me. Like, you can kind of tell she also more so wanted it, like, with, like, I don't know if she was just feeling me more than Deke, or if it had something to do with his friend, but I didn't care. Like, I just did not care. Like, that's where everyone lacked the knowledge.
I have a question.
It wasn't her, like, incentive behind it. It was just, I didn't care. She was decent looking.
So,
like,
did she, like, purposely do that to piss off Raffy? Or did it slip out?
I don't know.
Did it slip out when she was talking to Manny? Or did you say something and it exposed yourself? Or did she, like, purposely...
When she FaceTimed Manny, yeah, it was on my phone. Like, she was, like,
oh, yo, yeah, nah, that's terrible.
Yeah, so, and then, so, what's it called? Like I said, I don't know if her main incentive was because I was Raff's, like, good friend, or if it was, like, just, like, that she didn't fuck with Deke, and she just wanted to be, or, like, what the deal was, but, like, either way, like, it just, that's how it worked, because Deke's the one who invited her over, so...
It's not your
like,
fault, yeah.
It was, like, the original, like... Yeah, and then, so, but Deke, like, since Deke was the one who invited her, he was, like, around, like, 12:30, she was like, it's raining, I gotta go home before it gets too late. Obviously, at this point, I did not want her to go home, so I was like, you should just spend the night for her. And then Deke was on board with that. So Deke was like, yeah, you should just spend the night for her. And then fucking, this is the best part. I did not mention this whole entire time that Joey Warren was there. And Joey Warren, the whole entire time, was sitting, because this is when Joey, like, obviously, like, not that it matters, but this is still when Joey was, like, kind of fat. Like,
fat, yeah, like, short hair, big-ass eyes. Big-eyed Joey days.
Sitting in the cuck chair in the corner. All this is going down. And fucking, what's it called? He goes at the end of the night, once, like, Alexis is thinking, because, like, I was just bullshitting her. I was like, Lex, it's fucking snowing out. I was like, you can't go home in these conditions. I was like, what are we thinking here? And then fucking, what's it called? Joey goes, oh no, not happening. She needs to go. And I was like, alright. I was like, bro, I've never seen somebody physically, and me and Deke, like, when me and Deke were friends, we bring that up to Joey all the time about how that was just the biggest cock block ever in, like, probably human history. Like, that is just the most blatant cock block I've ever seen.
Oh, I remember that, bro. The big-eyed Joey days.
Bro, because, like, if she was all, like, I'm telling you, like, I probably, like, most likely, like, if she had agreed to sleep over, was probably gonna be able too. And then, but like that probably, me and Rafi probably wouldn't be friends right now though if I did that though. So.
Oh yeah.
But
how did you guys end up clearing up?
Let me also, yes. So I'll explain that. So after that happened, right? Like I originally, like I kind of tried to be, like I apologized. I was like, yeah, no, like I know I'm in the wrong. But like a few days later, like it had come out that like he like because originally after it had happened, I was like, dude, I didn't even know she was gonna be there. Like she initiated everything. Like, I tried to apologize. At first, like he didn't even want to talk to me. He didn't want any line of communication, right? But then after a month or two, like it came, like I forget who told me, whether it was Ross or Groves or some, but like around when all of them, like, because like Groves wasn't allowed to hang out with me for like a year, probably like a year and a half. But like the whole reason that like had started was because that was when I started smoking all. Like Ross had, Rafi claims it was Ross, but I think Rafi claims Ross told him, and then Rafi went around to a bunch of parents telling them that like I was doing like drugs and shit, like just like hard drugs.
So basically, Rafi's the reason why you got banned from Groves.
He just completely lied on my name. So like after that, like you gotta remember, like at this time, like that's when I was friends with like all of them. So at this point, I was just like, if he's gonna lie on my name, and like I will literally get it's like fucking like all. And like, bro, the funniest part is back then, like all of them hated Rafi too. So like literally, like all of them.
Why'd they hate Rafi?
Evan Jones had beef with Rafi over Alexis. Frank had beef with Rafi from years ago from what Jits. Like I literally remember that. I was there for that. And then fucking like bro, so just everybody like that I knew had beef with Rafi. So
yeah, why was that, bro? Why did everyone hate Rafi? I liked Rafi. I never had an issue with Rafi, but I know.
Yeah, no, and like trust me, bro, I'm good friends with.
But
Rafi.
I do remember a lot of people.
That was my best friend like in middle school and like for a large part of my childhood. But
I do remember a lot of people.
Was,
not like
I've said this before. I said if Rafi didn't move away freshman year, we probably would have become cooler a lot sooner. But because he moved away, there wasn't really an opportunity to like kind of like
like water under the bridge eventually.
And so after he did that, the last time I saw him, like I said, was when I pulled up to his communion party when Evan Jones had called me and he was like, "Yo, I'm about to fight Rafi," and then I was like, "All right, bet I'll pull up to watch." Like. I was like, bet, like, I'll see that go down. I'll be entertained. Like, I was high as fuck. Like, I think I was going to the beach the next day with my dad. Like, just copped a few cards. Like, just a jit in a new world, right? and so, like, I'm pulling up expecting to see, like, this funny-ass fight. But then, like, they call the cops, and, like, Evan doesn't end up fighting. Like, Emma Zach comes out, like, fucking trying to dispute everything. Like, I'm like, all right, this is just corny. I'm like, we're out. But then, like, then he started saying, like, I initiated all that. Like, I got all them to pull up to his house and shit. Like, bullshit. Then I remember, like, we got some storm, right? And I guess it blew his grill in his pool. Like, his grill from outside, like, in his pool, right? All of a sudden, I don't know how they came to this conclusion, but, like, they were like, oh, Dylan fucking threw a grill in our pool when we weren't there and we were on vacation. And since I hated Rafi, I just fucking went with it. I was literally like, yeah. I was like, yeah, fuck nigga. I was like, get a new pool. I was like, fuck you. I was like, get a new grill. I was like, fuck you. I was like, you're gonna need a new grill. And then fucking, what's it called? I forget. I think something else happened, like something like outside like that, like something broke or like. So, and then they tried blaming me again, and I took credit for it, but I was just completely lying. And I remember telling Rafi this. I was like, dude, you remember talking about getting your grill pushed in your pool? I was like, dude, that was just complete cap. I was like, I just did not do that. and then what's it called? So, anyway, like fast forward, he moves away in June. I don't talk to him until senior week, not my senior week, like when I was a junior, so y'all were sophomores. That one, the RDB senior week, Todd, you were still down there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, what's it called?
I was indeed there.
Yeah, so, I was gonna say, that senior week, I'm sitting in the front, like, kind of opening thing, like, smoking with a few kids I know, like, with Deke and whatnot, and all of a sudden, I just see Rafi walk in. and he makes like this noise like like some corny ass fucking noise like that, and I was like,
That's when you guys became close again? Was all the way like then?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We didn't talk from freshman year until it was the end of my junior year, going on into my senior year. So like that summer going into my senior year.
So would you?
And then I dapped him. Yeah, when I saw him, I dapped him up, and then like we sat there, talked for like 10, 15 minutes, and then like he dapped me up at the end of the convo, dapped him up. Then like I was only there for like 2 nights, but like throughout the rest of the night, like he was cool. He's like, yeah, we gotta take he's like, come with me. And then, like, I remember when they were doing the weird shit, like, kicking, like, Groves and, like, Todd and Dink out. Like, I remember, like, Dink was already, like, telling me to, like, come back in. So, like, that's how I just, like, walked. Like, Dink opened the door and, like, maybe come back in. But, like, Raffy was trying to get me back in, too. So, like, I figured he was kind of cool with me again. And then after that, they added me back to the day one group chat, like, with Raffy and all them. And fucking, what's it called? So, yeah, after that happened, the next year, that whole year goes by. And then May of my senior year, Raffy came back for like a week. And then he texted in the group chat, he's like, yo, like, who's trying to get like grub or something. And then everybody else in there had like answered, like everybody else but me. So like I was at this point, I was just like, fuck it. Like I was like, I'll go. I was like it might be a little awkward, but I was like, I'll go. And like at this point, like me and Raffy were cool, but like I didn't envision like he still lived in Florida, so I was like, I'm not gonna be best friends with the dude again. And then he came up for like dinner in like Applebee's and shit, and like we were cool, and like I don't know if it was that night or whatever, but then like he said he was coming back up to go to Goldie Beacom the next year. And then like when he came back up, like we just like hung out like every day pretty much, like just did some bullshit, like went to the mall, got lunch, like fucking like ran some tennis, like fucking hiked, fucking like just like did some bullshit, you know. And like that's when we became like close again. So like probably like literally like last year, literally last year, like around this time, like Raffy was probably like, I was always with Raffy like last year, because like he was, it's like me and Raffy went from being, because me and but then he moved back to Florida this year, because me and Raffy were best friends in like we became best friends in 5th grade, because I got him onto my soccer team. Like he played for Kirkwood, and then I got him onto Delaware
FC.
Well, Delaware Union. No, Delaware. He made Delaware FC, and then that was right around when I kind of stopped like caring that much about soccer, and then that's kind of when I slipped off and like didn't really like play as good, and then the whole age gap thing threw me off, and then it was just soccer became a mess, JD. Like with the whole age, thing, it just became fucked. They switched it to where like so like my age, right? Like, you know how I'm born in September? Yeah. I used to be the oldest, like for all growing up in soccer, I used to be the oldest like kid playing soccer pretty much. All of a sudden they switched it from school year to birth year, so now I had to play with all these kids that were. So the Delaware FC team that Raffy made, the age group above me already had 2 goalies, and the 2 coaches of Delaware FC both already had those goalies as his goalies. So I just was not making the team. Like I made the Kirkwood A team, which we were technically the second best team in the state at our age level, but I just had no shot of making FC because the coaches literally have coached those goalies.
Was just all politics.
Those coaches have coached those goalies for literally 10 years because I played against those goalies. Like, they literally were, like, the age above me, like, at different clubs. Like, I played against them and shit. Like, I know those coaches have coached them for 10 years. And as soon as I didn't make the team, I knew it just was not happening. But Raffy made the team because he has really good foot skill. And then what caught I don't want to say, because Rafi, I don't know how his soccer career went down in, like, Florida and shit and what happened, but he doesn't play soccer anymore, needless to say. And Rafi, I think, when he was younger, he has very good foot skills, and that gets showcased a lot at, like, soccer trials.
Wait, Rafi doesn't play anymore?
Why, no.
You stopped playing for,
And so, what's it called?
Goldie?
Yeah, trust me, I was on, Rafi and Matt McFadden were both on my team, okay? Matt McFadden is a better soccer player than Rafi was. The reason Rafi made Delaware FC and Matt McFadden didn't is because Rafi has insane foot skills but can't produce it in a game. And Matt McFadden could produce in a game, but his touch and his foot skills weren't as nice. So that is what got Rafi on the team versus, like, some of our other players who were better. And when Rafi made that team, like, that's what split us, like, in soccer at least. But I did play soccer with him for, like, 2 years before that, and I got him on our team, and that's how we became friends. Actually, if you want to get technical, how we first became friends is in 4th grade. Logan Russo invited me over to his house for, like play date or whatever, and Brock, Eddie, Jason, Rafi, the whole Reddit crew was over at his house.
Me and Rafi, like, were friends in, like, middle school. I forget why. I forget why me and him were, like, somewhat close. No, because I remember, like, everything. So, I remember, like, the only reason why I'm even in your circle, and this is probably going to be even more weird than your story, the first little, like, and this is someone that, like, it was through Chase, and, like, I'm not that close to you, like, I don't really even that close to you. I'm not really like they were in the same crew at one point in time.
Parallel lines up, bro.
I missed Andrew too, bro. He was genuinely my best friend in elementary school and middle school.
I went to school all the way through with Oberhausen until high school. Played soccer with Stuart and Ober all the way through. Met Manny with Stuart.
That was why.
And I met like Woody, Raffy, Ross, and like all that, and then just That's how I met everybody
No,
else.
yeah, I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. I literally remember everything. So I remember, yeah, I remember like our table at OBL. We all sat at the same thing. That was probably like one of the closest I'd ever been.
I'm thinking that first night with Woody
Dude,
was probably the
I always,
first time.
dude.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I feel like I copped off you before I even like officially met you.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You probably, no, you definitely did. Yeah, you definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was
copping off Milner.
When I was in like elementary school,
Somehow copped off you like twice, and then I met you.
when I was in elementary school and middle school, I thought Wood was like just a horny boy. I don't know why. Like I thought he was just, I thought like it looked like after I grew up. I thought his swoosh haircut was the gayest shit ever.
Listen, I got no beef with Woody, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. Woody is the one friend who, like, I just will admit, like, I completely have fallen off and, like, just am not in touch with at all. Just do not keep up with and don't really associate myself with.
There's no point, bro. He's fucking, he's Jameson and Justin right now, but it's not, but wait, but that is what you're doing.
Obviously, then Greenwood's parents were like, "Oh yeah, like Greenwood can't fucking hang out with Dylan." And then I was like, "Well, no fucking shit, dude, because you're fucking telling your parents that fucking all your shit is fucking mine." And it's the same thing. It's the same thing as Ross. It's funny because like all the parents had all the kids that I had. It's funny. We did it like every weekend. And fucking we did it, and one weekend Ross was like, yo, I got a cart. And then finally, like, you know, curiosity kills the fucking cat. I was like, fucking, you know, I was like, fucking slimy that bitch. After I held off for probably about 2 weeks. Then I hit it, and then, like, I just remember that being, like, probably the funnest night. Like, we went to Home Depot, like, Ross was riding around the handicap cart, like, we were talking to, like, cool employees, just, like, sheets high off our ass. Yeah, bro, that's just crazy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, actually, I'm still not like Jamie does. Like, I can just tell. Like, she still doesn't really like me.
Bro, she's literally taking so much shit already, and she's, like, giving shit back. came to that, bro, they had a problem with. And, like, here's my thing, bro. Like, I'll explain the whole situation, right? So, basically, they were bitching that it was too many people, and then, like, I overheard them. Like, actually, if you want me to be real, like, the name I heard was Justin Ruff. Like, the kid Corey Pritchard was like, why is Justin Ruff in my house right now? And I guess Justin and Dink were always together, so that kind of, like, made sense, right? Yeah. But then, like, at the same time, they were like, why is Justin Ruff in my house right now? Like, and I was staying with Justin, so, like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck? What the bitching about? Like, I'm like, I get Justin's a young bull, but, like, his older brother's here. Like, John was there. Like, I'm like, and John wasn't saying, because you know how John is. Like, John's just fucking, like, drunk as shit with Joey, like, Dickie. They're both just not paying attention. But then fucking, all of a sudden, right, like, so they send Todd, Dink, and, like, Groves, and I think there were a few other heads with you guys, right? Todd.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember the other.
It was a good group of us, though.
Yeah, they sent a good group of them. Like,
but it was only me and Groves were the ones that were there earlier in the day, because me and Groves pulled up together.
Oh yeah.
We were us two chilling with you guys when we first pulled up, like for that whole day.
Yeah, and then what's it called? So RDB goes back to the house. Apparently, invited some foul ass bitches over because he like couldn't go out to the party, so he was all offended. And we gave him Justin's nice house. We gave him the nice house like to himself, like for these bitches, right? And then, bro, so apparently, like someone called. Or no, so this happened first before RDB invited the bitches over. Once they slid back, I think Raffy called Groves, or Groves called Raffy, or one of the two things happened, and like Groves was on the phone with Raffy, and
bro, we just got with me and Groves for a minute. We were all just chatting.
Yeah, and then I think they were like, yeah, like y'all gotta go, or like once they told y'all to go, like Raffy obviously wasn't vibing with it. And this is at the point where I wasn't like that cool with Raffy, so like I haven't heard the full side from him, but like basically he was like, yeah, like he was trying to get Groves and you guys like back in the crib, and apparently like Aiden McDade was on the phone, right? And like Dink is like in the vicinity of like Groves, I guess, when they're on the phone, right? And then John, you listen?
Yeah.
Fucking, so on the phone, like while Dink's standing there in the background of like on the phone with Raffy. And keep in mind, Raffy's drunk, so he probably doesn't even really like know what he's saying. Yeah, he goes, yeah, y'all can slide back as long as RDB's not coming.
What?
RDB is not in the crib. Or like something like that. Like RDB is not allowed in my house or something like that. Like Daniel Reynolds is not coming to my house. And I think he said like his whole name. Like Daniel Reynolds is not coming to my house. And then like I literally remember apparently like he screamed something to the whole party, like party now that Dink's gone or something like that.
That's
like,
just weird, bro.
Yeah, bro. And like when I heard that shit, I was like, who the fuck does this kid seriously think he fucking is?
That's
kid. I'm not even. And like I don't get like I never try to be like whose dick's bigger, like who can beat up who, but bro, that kid is substantial. I am not a large. I mean, I'm not tiny, but I'm not a large male. And that kid is substantially smaller. For you to act like that,
Dink would kill Aiden. Dink would kill him.
Dink would murder that kid.
Dude, you know who was outside with us? It was when fucking Dallin and like Brett McCoon pulled up from their crib, and we were just mobbing in the street. They weren't there for long, but I remember now. Dallin like pulled up with like Brett McCoon. I don't know who else was with them. Yeah,
bro really said to the whole party, said party.
In front of the whole party, bro. Like something like that, bro.
He didn't get a reaction, did he? Did he get a what was the reaction? What was the?
I mean, everyone was drunk, bro. Everyone was probably like, woo, and just didn't even know who it was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's probably what the reaction was. Like, it's not like it was a senior week party, bro. It's not even like it was an APA party. Like, no one probably even knew who RDB was. Like,
No, yeah, like it's fucking.
to where it's like, why did you ruin this kid's senior week fucking reason? Like, the kid's already got fucking. You can tell the kid. Like, obviously they know the kid's got fucking problems. Like, you know the kid's got fucking issues, and then you're still gonna sit there and
not just not let him, but
it is the last week of fucking high school. Okay, like not only are you grown ass men by this point, or should you be, it is the last chance to just like be like, yeah, like I mean, fuck it, like I went to school with you for this many years. Cool, like, you know, like, this is the last time I'll ever see you. Like, just like, but if RDB's in the corner of that crib fucking drinking a beer, like, why is it, like, I get if he starts drawing, you'd want to kick him out.
He wouldn't draw, though. He wouldn't draw. He's honestly one of the kids that are funny at a crib. Like, someone that, you know what I mean? Like, he's someone that...
not drawing.
Like, from what I saw, he was just trying to people, like, and when we were on the beach earlier, he was, like, trying to run spike ball, and, like...
Yeah, just not doing anything...
He was just trying to,
Oh, I forgot about that.
Bro, like, you could just literally...
volleyball and shit on the phone.
Yeah, like, bro, like, you could tell he was literally just trying to have a fucking senior week, and these fucking kids are just fucking being dicks, and then, like, I don't know if it was just Aiden or Aiden and his friends, and like, bro, like, ever since I knew that, I'm like, bro, like, that's probably my least favorite kid to come out of APTA. And now, like, he plays, like, soccer in Europe and shit, so you know he thinks he's just top shit.
Yeah, I mean...
And, like, I was talking about this with Todd earlier, and, like I said, this is just no shade to Groves whatsoever, but, like, when Groves says, like, the D1 athlete shit, and, like, uses it as a flex, I was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think a single one of us in here would want to be at Bellarmine playing D1 lacrosse right now. Maybe you, JD, since you played lacrosse, I don't know your personal experience, I can tell you I wouldn't.
I mean, I had a chance to play hockey in college, but I pulled out of it because I kind of wanted to just not spend a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I was committed to Woods School for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Bro, yeah, no, I was committed to West Virginia for hockey for like good like 5-6 months. I pulled out like literally like right before signing day. But I mean, I wouldn't. It's just because I saw myself in the future. Because at the time, I was like, you know, enjoying my senior year, going out, skipping class. Every time Wood would come back, me and Wood would just have fun together. But then I was just like really thinking, I was like, bro, like, do I really want to spend my college with Wood and just blowing out? I know I wouldn't be able to keep the grades, and I kind of just made a collective decision with myself, like, how about I just not throw my life away and, you know, try to make some money. I originally wanted to make money, go to UD, maybe play UD hockey, but I ended up not even want to play UD hockey. I might play next year.
And like, that wasn't, I didn't bring that up.
No. I know what you mean, but...
Because I brought that up for a specific reason.
Yeah, you brought it up because, you know what I mean? But Groves also isn't one of those people that, like, that talks down on people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's what it was.
Groves also, that's not his personality. His personality isn't, I'm better than this person. He's not, that's not really him.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he did bring it up as, like, that's why I was saying something, because he did bring it up as, like, a bragging right.
He brings it up as a bragging right, but he doesn't talk down people who aren't.
Yeah, and no, it was good fun, and he was talking to Jameson. You know Jameson gets it worse than the rest of us. Like,
yeah.
And that's what I was, like, you know, like, but at the same time, like, I really wouldn't want to be in Aiden's shoes, and it's like, you know, Aiden McDade is thinking the same exact thing, like, oh, I bet you niggas want to be, like, no, bro, like, I don't want to be in Europe playing soccer, like, I just don't, like,
I mean,
I wouldn't want to be doing that.
It's not even just that, but it's just like the going out of his way to make fun of someone after telling them that they can't, like, come out, like.
Well, no, but what I'm saying, JD, is he acts like that because he thinks he is.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like. But yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's just.
Shit like that, like, it's weird how, like, kicking a ball into a net or throwing a ball with a stick can give people this, like, sense of, like, important. If you're in the NFL, I get it. If you're Caleb Williams making millions in NIL,
yeah.
I get it if you want to sit there and brag to me. If you are not, do not use it as a practical point. I'm sorry, it's not going to.
Wasn't the crib the two twins? Didn't the two twins' dad buy the crib?
Yep.
That's what I thought, bro. Dude, because I went to middle school with them, too. They went to Prairie teacher for a couple years.
Those kids were faggots, too.
Yeah, bro, they were. I've never really rocked with them for real.
There was just those kids that just acted gay. And people thought it was funny because they played soccer with
I had Spanish class with them, and, like, they'd always be dicky. Bro, you fried? Bro, you fried?
No, but that's the thing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's just a Delaware thing, bro.
You waiting for something new?
Like, it's just a fucking, I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, like, I don't have that. Like, I'm one of those people that, I'm one of those people that, like, you know what I mean? For example, like, what's it called? Whenever Jameson and Justin go to Newark, those kids don't like me. They don't want me there. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, I don't know. Like, it's a mutual thing, but, like...
I wouldn't worry about that, bro.
Oh, I'm not worried. No, bro, those kids are all the same as Jameson, bro. They're just in college doing the same shit.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, like...
I mean, bro, like,
No, but I'm saying you can...
Bro, like, a lot of kids our age are retarded. I'm not trying to sound a literal, I guess...
No, but when I hear their conversation, when I
say that, it makes it sound like you're coming from a point of, like, jealousy from just not doing it, but, like, it's not from that. It's from a point of, like, I am able to, like, know that is just not how to be productive at this point.
Oh yeah, no, and I was just, when I was there and I was talking to them a little bit, like, their conversations were just like, it consisted of, yeah, I had to take money from this person to buy canes because I'm literally just out of money, and whatever. My mom needed to fucking, I need to ask my mom if I want that, like, you know what I mean? And then, like, oh yeah, this bitch that I almost fucked in elementary or in fucking high school, like, it's just deadbeat conversations. Just nothing with any substance. Just anything. And that's why Jameson and
that's not just their crib. That is every single crib.
And that's why, like, and it's hard to not come at it from a douchebag perspective, especially when, like, come at it from my shoes, right? Like, anytime a kid like that throws me any sort of shade or disrespect in the slightest way, I immediately just want to humble them so far.
They were talking about how they could beat Will Thomas's ass. They were talking about how they were gonna. Lil Bach was saying how, like, bro, if I ever saw Will Thomas, I'd smack him in the face, I'd beat his ass. I'm like, you wouldn't.
Like, any of those kids ever said anything to me?
Close with Will, and they just didn't say anything. No, I know. Yeah.
No, Justin defended him, but he didn't do anything. Like, he was just trying to, get along with them and not.
And they continue to go to that crib and hang out.
Well, Justin and Jameson kind of use them for their crib. It's kind of obvious. I mean, they don't hang out with them outside of
but, like,
them.
You need to drink that badly, bro. Like, I love a calm Friday night in the crib and it's like trip in the yard, eating some grub. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
No, yeah, but
I really don't.
What I'm saying is, like, and when you look at, think of every guy, like every guy that's in, like, a fraternity, and look at them in high school. It's always the same. Just, it's always those bulls that, kind of were late to everything, and now, like, they're doing coke and acid in fucking college. But in high school, these kids didn't even pop out to anything. Like, you know what I mean? They were so late, and now it's, like, fucking, like, you notice that? I'm not saying, like, Meech, but I'm saying, like, most people.
I've talked about it before.
Like, just all of them. Like, what frat kid was popular in high school? What frat kids do you know
What's the definition of it, bro? He was getting nicotine tested freshman year. He's doing with it. It's just insane.
Bro, like, every single...
Yeah.
Like, think about every kid... Every kid...
You hitting the Novo... CO2, literally killing individual brain cells.
The frat kids right now in my grade are, like Jacob, like Alex Fusky's little brother, and I like them, but you know what I mean? They're just not that type of kid, but when they got to college, I guess they think they're someone else, I don't know. And, like, Chase Thomas, and, like, and fucking Nick Music, like, you know what I mean? Like, bulls that were just never really like that, you know? Just
Yeah.
never,
I know what you're saying.
you know what I mean? Like, the bulls that you just kind of thought would fuck off till the end of time now have this, like, huge college aura of, like, just the fucking, just a drinking god when these bulls were, like, you know what I'm saying?
Wi-Fi lagged out.
When did you leave?
Actually, like 2 seconds ago.
I was gonna say, like, fucking, like, there's just an aura of, like, I don't know, when you get to college, you're just someone else. I don't know, it's just fucking,
Well,
it's weird.
it's funny, bro, because it's like some of those kids will wait on, like, which women you fucked, as opposed to, like, how close are you to, like, moving out of your parents' house, becoming, like, an independent human being, like, and, like, you know, actually living your, like, kids are more focused on, like, how many bodies you have, like,
How many whores you
years
fucked in college?
done, like, how many different STDs can you catch in a night? Like, it's like, bro, like,
No, yeah, and there's, and sometimes, and I will admit, sometimes I get caught up in those conversations, like, when it becomes a competition, then I start, like, becoming a part of it, but, like, it's just, but then when
there's a difference between saying a girl is bad and then it kind of, like, a conversation where I will be like a girl, like, where I would bring up a girl, like, we'll bring up a girl for a random reason, like a random memory, and I might be like, yeah, bro, like Bella Murphy, she was just straight bad as fuck.
Yeah, she's bad as fuck.
Everyone would be
Exactly.
like, yeah, bro, she's bad as fuck, and then move on. But their conversations, they're bringing up how in sophomore year summer, if C. Debs had stopped at that gas station, Gracie Martina was giving Hunter Hitchens head. You know, like all these different scenarios was.
No, yeah, I forget who it was. It was like, I'm just like every time.
Speaking of,
And
someone go check J-Mo's world.
You know what one of the things I regretted when I went to
Just go check J-Mo's world.
He's gonna see us all looking at it at the same time. I don't think I'm in Jameis world. I don't think.
Does that
Wait, yeah, I am.
look fun? Like, does that look fun?
I was doing that freshman year, and I am now cooling off that.
What, fielding?
Yeah, bro.
I learned my lesson.
Through a field, like, what are you doing? Like, what do you do? What do you do if you just find a fucking mud hole? Truck just fucking falls into a fucking hole. You just can't move, and the property owner comes out with a fucking flashlight and is like, what the fuck are you doing in my property?
Comes out with a fucking shotgun. Shoots them.
Yeah, bro.
Farmers are crazy. Don't they have, like, somewhat of, like, an obligation, like, a legal right that, like, if they're on their property, they can shoot, right?
Mm-hmm. And I love how JMO thinks he's going to be able to do that every Friday and Saturday night, and then just wake up Monday morning and be fresh, brand new, ready to take on a hard labor.
I don't know how Justin does it. That's actually, like, very impressive. I know Jameson can. I don't know how Justin can.
Well, it's because Justin's dad also, like, it's in, like, like, JMO doesn't have any of that advantage.
Right, like, J-Mo's like, yeah, I can't do school, I can't do this. Then, like, bro, like, how do you expect to sit in a fucking classroom?
Bro, I'm
like,
just saying.
You're at least accepting the fact that you can't sit in a classroom.
That's the
I honestly might go back sit in a classroom.
That's the best thing you can do, bro.
JD.
I might go.
Bro, I literally, I'm not gonna lie, I accepted the fact that I hated school when I was in, like, 7th or 8th grade, and that is the best decision I ever made, because I never tried to do the bullshit. I never wasted my time. Like, I knew it wasn't. And JD, like, if you genuinely don't, well, I've said this before, like, if you feel like you want to go back, but do not feel like you need to go back.
Yeah, no.
Go back, because then you are just wasting your time and your money.
Yeah, no, I understand, and I'm saying I might go back. Like, I'm still thinking about it, but, like, it's not a definite yes, so I'm gonna hold it out still. Like, unless it's a definite yes, because think about it. If you go to school without a definite yes, you're gonna put in what you get out. Like, you just need then I'm gonna lose my seat scholarship.
Job and make a little bit of money, JD.
Exactly. No, but I will never fall, like, into, like, temptation, if you will, of, like. And something that I had a problem with, my biggest ever issue was just always, like, especially with like around like those stupid frat guy conversations. And I fucked up with this when I went when I met these kids that I thought were cool, but they didn't really fuck with me at the crib. Anyway, I told them a fuck ton of stories about shit that I did because I was basically like, trying to like give them like a little bit of wisdom, like a little bit, because I was like, because they were like really like, you could just tell like those kids were starving for some bitches. Like it's been weeks for them.
And that's where it's bad, bro. Like I'm like obviously like I haven't talked to bitch, and I couldn't tell you how. Like it's been years, literally.
But those kids, that's all they think about.
I don't think any shame in that, and they're more fiend than I am.
No, I know.
That's where it's like. No. That's where it's, like, insane to me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But if you're someone like them who lives, breathes, and eats bitches, like, on their mind, the first thing, last thing they think about, like, just their whole life revolves around trying to get girls. And when they have a drought, you know what I mean? They start fucking, they start sounding like fiends. And I'm like, yo, should I, like, talk to Ashley Cleaver? It was Ashley Cleaver and Emma Benson. And I both, and those are two people that I've, those are two people that I've already, like, kind of, you know, been through that with. And I told them, both of them are literally the exact copy and paste. They're all talk, no action. And I'm just saying, you guys will not close with them. They'll, and it's happened, and not so much Ashley, because Ashley I kind of, like, never really cared enough to try. But I've heard other stories like that. But Emma Benson, like, me and her were, like, talking, and she would flake on me and shit sometimes. And, like, I would tell them, I'm like, yo. And I was trying to, like, I was low-key, like, trying to be cool with them, but they think that I'm some kind of just chatter who just be yapping bullshit. Like, that's what Jameson said, like, oh, he was yapping bullshit.
JD, that's why you don't indulge in this conversation.
Bro, it's so retarded, bro. Like, I'm over here trying to help these...
Why do you think I don't go out, JD?
Yeah, no.
Like, and it's not, like, because that's not the conversation I'm trying to have, bro. Like, I would rather, like, the conversation we just had for the past 5 hours, I'd rather have that.
Oh, yeah. That was a great conversation.
Been here for a fucking minute, bro.
Bro,
like,
yeah.
I haven't even peeped, bro.
No, but
like,
I
can't believe it's 1:30.
But you can just tell, you can tell how rot their minds are, how retarded they are, because instead of taking that as, hey, like, I don't know if this is a good idea because this girl's like that, they took it as, I'm lying about getting bitches. That's what their brains told them that I was saying. They thought that I was trying to one up them. That's what they thought.
Like, dude, it's
unreal, bro.
I'm not even throwing any shade. Like I'm cool as fuck with Ashley. Like, she's got multiple classes with me.
No, I like Ashley, but
you will just never catch me talking to her in that way.
No, I know, and no, because Ashley,
I'm cool with her, and that's where it will stay.
No, yeah, because Ashley's like kind of throwing herself at me like a lot, and especially senior year, a little bit during the summer. But, like, I just wouldn't even, like, fall for it because like, I hear, like, all these stories, like, yeah, like, she won't do shit. And not that I ever really wanted to, because if I really wanted to, I would have fucking probably tried. But mostly because it was, like, part of the friend group. Like, Aiden's dating Riley. Like, I'm not really trying to... And I didn't really I would have never considered dating Ashley. So, like, I'm not even going to make shit weird. I'm going to keep it as a friend group. Stay friends with her, and that was a really good decision. Like, not trying to do that, but whatever. But I know she's all talking to, because she would always slide up, like ask me to do something to her. Like, she would hit me like on some shit like that. Like, she would like be bold as fuck, and like, you know what I mean. You could just tell like it was all through text.
Oh, yeah.
Like her telling me something that only someone would tell me like in person while something's already happening. You know what I mean. You just know that there's just some bullshit cooking up. But like, I'm over here, like, and that's what I fucked up. I fucked up by fucking talking to them about my experiences, because, like, I just thought they would be, like, normal people, and be like, yeah, like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I just forgot that, you know, they're in college, their minds are rotted, and everything's just a competition to them. And pulling Ashley Cleaver is just at the top of their minds right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just wild.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really, like, I bring those kids up because this is, like, the most recent time it's happened, just for, like, a, you know, easy, like, something to compare to, but, like, those kids are, like, the definition of, like, you know, kind of deadbeats from high school, you know what I mean? Like, they got to college, and now they get to, now they get to say who and like, you know what I mean? Oh, this kid's not cool enough. I don't like this kid enough. Like, you can come, but not this kid. But in high school, these kids were never in a place to, you know what I mean, do anything close to that.
Bro, JD, nobody is in a place.
No. I'm not saying anyone's in a place to do that, but
until you fully grasp that, like, you are just a grown ass man and an independent individual. Like, if you still think that you have any sort of sway or control on any other individual in this world, you just have no idea what it's like.
Oh no.
It's like I love when Jamo's like, oh, somebody attacks me, I'll just shoot him. I'm like, are you prepared to like?
He always says that, bro. It's just like, bro.
I'm like, bro, like, are you like, just do you have any idea how that works? Like, we live in a liberal state. Like, there are so many variables for you to not only be able to carry your gun in many different places to even have it on you. Also, if somebody attacks you and you shoot them, I guarantee you're going to jail. I guarantee you, even if it's self-defense. I guarantee you he's
At least until they figure out what happens, for sure.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, if someone's
minimum.
charging him with a knife, yeah, but there's no way to even prove that. Like, so he's still probably going to jail. Like, if there's no cameras or anything.
Oh yeah. No.
Like, and that's why Jamo's like, oh, I'll just start beating somebody up. It's like, Jamo, what are you going to do when you have an actual job?
Bro,
it's like, say somebody did draw on me, bro, in, like, an actual restaurant or something. Like, I would legitimately, like, Jamo's got nothing to lose. I would legitimately have to be, like, fucking careful, because, like, if I, like, say I got my ass beat, or I beat the fuck out of somebody, and, like, something went wrong where, like, I got extremely injured, or, like, they got extremely injured, like, I'm probably losing my job either way.
Oh yeah. No. Fucking.
Like, and J-Mo, when he gets a fucking job, like, it's the same fucking thing. Like, they don't want some dude, some grown-ass man who's fighting in bars and restaurants. Like, they don't want, no job wants that.
Oh my, did I tell you
You're
about...
not going to have a career if you're a grown man doing that.
Did I tell you about him trying to fight people fucking in Newark one time when I went to that crib?
Yeah.
Lil Bach.
Yeah.
Him and Lil Bach were trying to fight guys with girlfriends because they were, like, I don't know, like, drunk and wanted a girl and saw guys with girlfriends that they thought that... Bro, he was, like, drawing the guys in front of, like, their girl... Like, just guys just strumming the strip just with their chicks. And, like, yo, run me them shoes, pussy. You won't fight me. Like, you're a bitch. And, like, these kids are, like, you know, they're way smarter than you. They're just like, bro, like, you're, like...
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
They're not even trying. They're not even... They're just doing what they should. None of them were even educated. No one was even acknowledging him.
Associate with that,
bro. Like...
Or not, like... No, I'm not even going to lie. Like,
I don't
honestly,
even want to get seen out in public with that, bro. Especially by somebody that, like,
why do you think I don't hang out with Justin?
Yeah, bro.
Why do you think I don't hang out with James? Well, like, I do hang out with J-Mo, and J-Mo's not bad when he's by himself.
Oh, yeah, he's not bad when he's by himself, but he falls for peer pressure.
The other problem
together.
with them, too, is they influence each other.
Yep. Like, bro, like, we're at McDonald's. Remember I told you, like, Justin was, like, blasting the M-word and shit. Like, fucking... And, like, J-Mo's like, bro, like, because I told J-Mo, I was like, bro, it's just so unnecessary and annoying. He's like, bro, I don't know how you don't find this shit fun. I was like, oh, maybe because I'm not 8 years old. It's like, maybe because I'm not a prepubescent fucking toddler. Like, that just might be why.
Might be a contributing factor.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm like, bro, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, yeah, bro,
like,
but, like, when
I'm mentally behind something.
It's just, like, unreal. And, like, tie all this shit, all these stories that I'm telling you, and then I'm the one that doesn't get invited back. These bulls are going around causing issues in Newark. And it got to a point where a bunch of big black guys, that they were probably football players, were like, yo, like, cut this shit out. Mind you, these kids had no... Jameson were not trying to press them. They just... These big-ass black guys noticed they were just bothering people. And were like... Then they started trying to fight Jameson. And now Jameson's running away in his bare-ass feet. Him and Lil Bach are just running away from bare-ass feet from these black guys.
So that's what happened. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to say before I get off. But fucking... What's it called? J-Mo told me that exact same story. And he told me that he was walking around the street earlier, Bach, like, he was like, we just pressing people, like, fucking with them.
Nobody. He just annoyed the shit out of guys with girlfriends.
And then no. So here's the thing. And then he tells me, he's like, yeah, like later. I didn't know if it was the same night or what, but like later, he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, we're just chilling at the fucking party, and then like all of a sudden, like all these fucking big football players like start pressing me out of nowhere. Like fucking like they start pressing me, like saying like you're a bitch, like who are you, like. And then he was like, I wasn't about to do shit, like I was outnumbered. And like he told me that like that, and I'm like, bro, there's no way you didn't do shit.
No, bro, he literally
and
went
then,
out
like, come to find out, I hear this from you. It all makes perfect sense.
Bro, like these kids were like these like random kids that we don't know are just chilling with
kids were
like,
probably just chill and
dude.
cool
They
with
were just roaming the strip,
like,
roaming the strip with their girlfriends, bro. Like these skinny white kids, they weren't doing anything wrong, and then it was cool because like these big ass black kids noticed him doing that to a bunch of people, and they came up to him and it was like, basically like like do that shit to me, pussy.
Good. Bro, I wish I would have seen that. Bro, like, actually, that makes me not, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like...
Oh my god, it was probably...
It's shade thrown towards Jameson at this point, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't even want to be friends with that. Like,
Bro,
it's not,
it was crazy.
I'm not saying I'm not friends with Jameson.
No, I like Jameson. No, but it was, I was with Mac. some pretty good combos. Pretty good combos, boys. I always like these combos.
$9.50.
I always like these combos, though. You know, fucking.
Facts. What's calling?
Yeah, I know, bro.
It's easy when J-Mo's not in here.
It's just fucking, you know what I mean? Because I feel like all three of us have like a decent like view of the world other than bitches. But what you got with what you got with bro, it literally is how it is.
Like, this is when girls are the biggest whores of your life, bro. Like, this is when bitches are, like, just, literally, they call every girl in college. Like, college is known to be the time where everybody fools the fuck around, you know?
Yeah, like what's your and plus like what's a girl's number one insult to other girls? A whore. Everyone calls each other a whore. Everyone's a whore. It's just how it is. And I'm not like she didn't like my freaking driving, but I'm gonna choose driving over her.
And, like, I'm not gonna lie, but, like, if you put this into perspective, right, like, with, like, J-Mo, like, the bitches that I've Snapchatted in the past, and granted, it's been a while since I've talked to them, because, like, I didn't go to school, once COVID happened, and then I stopped talking to everyone, I didn't go to school.
It can't be that much money. It doesn't matter anyway. It's bad enough to supply him for life.
Exactly. Like, I'm not hating on him, but
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, like, Gross is probably, like, how does he wake up and go to work, grocery store every day? But I'm like, how does somebody go to school and not make money every single day just to play lacrosse, you know? And obviously, like, he's getting a degree and shit, but, like, he's more focused on lacrosse, and that's why he went there.
Yeah.
It's like, I get if you play, and, like, obviously, like, like, fully what he wants to do, and, like, it makes total sense, but, like, when you have that, the lacrosse can grow such a false mentality of something just is so small and does not matter, but in his world it's so big that, like, he's gonna realize it when he graduates college that, like, it's just not a part of the real world, and it just does not matter.
No, yeah, but I mean, but for some reason he isn't exactly like most rich guy. Like most people that are treated like him end up deadbeats fast, but he's surprisingly not. Like he cares enough about himself to not let himself be a deadbeat. But what I'm saying, it's impressive. Like, it's hard, bro. When you're given everything. When you're given everything, it's hard to have ambition, bro. Like, everything that I've been... Like, think about Jameson. How much shit he's been given. Like, there's no ambition. He is 20 and he is a deadbeat. Like, it's crazy to be a deadbeat at 20. But, like, when you're...
Wait until this drug test, bro. Just wait until this drug test. I can't wait.
Like, it's just like... No, but, like, he can't even...
I don't think... No, Todd, I don't think it will be. No, that is true.
When you think of...
I don't think that it is going to matter in the slightest. I think that Gino will not get the fuck. Yeah. I don't think that I think Gino will come up with other subs. We'll hear, oh, I'm starting the detailing business back up. Oh, I'm just going to work at a different company now. Oh.
You know, blame someone else. What's it called?
It's like how long do you want to wait, bro?
No, but the reason why I'm calling him a deadbeat.
Is, like, I work at a company, bro. Like, as a manager, I got so lucky that the dude above me quit. It is so hard to get a full-time position, especially as a manager, paying decent money at any of these. Like, you want to go to Wawa, bro? That is so hard. If you don't have any experience, it's going to take at least a few years. You have to at least be known there. Like, I had to work at Safeway for 2 years before I could become manager. It's a little rule you have to work there at least a year. It's like, for him to think he's walking in and just gonna, like, keep opening up handing money, especially with his fucking... That's just not the case. Like, it's just not, like...
But the reason...
What happens at a company. And, like, he's right. Like, yeah, he can work his way up in a company, but he's not the person to work his way up in a company.
Yeah. But the reason why I call him a fucking deadbeat is because, like, you know what I mean? He just can't even take himself...
The job of Bonbon, he doesn't have it. Like,
But like, think about, he's never taken himself seriously, bro. Like, even, like, he's like, yeah, I'm done smoking. 2 weeks later, he smokes. Or no, like, 2 weeks later, he makes an excuse to smoke at the resort. Now look at him. Now he's back to smoking because he's now 100% all his eggs are in one basket that he's gonna be able to cheat in this drug test. Like, you just notice how he vowed to himself that he wasn't gonna smoke, and like he couldn't even last like a week or two. Like, if that's not deadbeat, then I don't know what the fuck is. Yes, he started smoking again. He told me about it yesterday. He's like, I can finally smoke again because Justin has my piss test. So I'm about to get fried. Like,
I just was unaware of this.
Bro, he smokes, bro.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
No, yes, he is. I don't know if he didn't tell you guys, but he told me that he is back at it. He's like, I'm so glad.
He probably didn't tell us, and probably told you because he probably thought that you would fucking. That's probably why he didn't tell me and Todd.
I'm not trying to gossip, bro, but like he's told me other shit.
It is worth gossiping about, bro. Like, there's a difference between gossiping is being like would be like me being like, oh, I think Chase and Josie should break up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a gossip. I don't want to like gossip some more, but I know there's stuff that Jameson tells me that he knows.
That's just talking about at the end of the day, so-called friend that we're supposed to be helping. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we're so-called his friends. Like,
Bro, and
We could at least chat about how much of a
Anything
retard
this
he
is,
is,
you
you
know,
know?
if anything this is gonna be useful to
yeah, no, but like, bro, and he didn't really want me saying this, but like, bro,
As a collective, bro, like one night, like I know none of us are gonna beach him, but like realistically, one night, like I think it's gonna happen. Like one night, like it's just gonna happen where all three of us are on. He's gonna say some dumb shit, and then all three of us are just gonna chime in and be like, "Well, J-Mo, you do it to yourself," and then we're just literally going to explain everything to him about how like.
yeah, no, I mean, it's just, when you just look at him at age 20, not being able to take himself serious.
tea break with me. He was staying strong for a little bit.
Wait, are you still strong on it, Todd?
Yeah, bro, I literally haven't cried. I literally just told Dill I'm not even talking about crying about that shit.
Damn. No, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how you, but like, you see the difference. Like, you can take yourself serious.
You did take that one rip in the car that one day. That's it.
Facts, I did. I really forgot about that. That was the only rip. And it was one. Yeah, look, you forgot about that shit.
No, but you got, but like, you know what I mean? Like, to an extent, like, you can take yourself way more serious. Like, you can take yourself serious and be like, okay, I'm quitting something, and you can actually quit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he can't even take himself. I'm not saying it's easy to quit, but you have to discipline yourself to at least try.
I quit nicotine and weed at the same time for 2 weeks. Like, then I got back on the weed, but that's just because I was cool. Like, literally, it wasn't the addiction. It was literally me being bored. Like, I guarantee, bro, like, if I tried to quit, and I quit for, like, another 2 weeks, but, like, say I had, like, a wife, a kid, and, like, more shit to do, like, I would be able to kick it very easy. Like, as a grown-ass man, like, I would be able to kick it. It's just, with us being so young and, like, not really, like, I don't really have shit to do, like, it's something to do in the meantime. Like, it really is a time killer. It's all it really is.
Like, I do need to quit.
Well, Nick is way worse than weed.
Like I deny it, bro. Like I am fully aware of it.
Yeah, no, fucking, and just like the overall, like just everything, like it's just Harpo and Jameson, just everything, like even our fucking NHL team is called Zen 4L. Like it's just like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like not that matters, but like bro, like you're 20 and your name on fucking NHL is Zen 4L. Like it's just the ad.
If J-Mo wants to name his team Zen for L and he was a fucking chemical engineer major right now, then we might be not even saying a word about it.
Yeah.
But when you do stuff that makes you already seem like a loser, and then you do little shit like that, it just adds all.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like,
I know Dill has been in here
Then it
for
piles
a fact.
up.
oh yeah.
I know Dill has been in here for a fact. So he was like, "Oh, Todd, you get off the neck yet? You get off the stick?" I'm like, no, bro. Like, to be honest, I haven't. He's like, "Oh, just hop on the Zins." It's like, bro, like.
Aiden's like that too, bro. Aiden is the exact same way, bro. They think Zen is like
Quit, bro. Like,
cocaine.
Entirely. I'm like, dude, like, I don't want to get addicted to Zins. And then JMO is like, oh yeah, I'm addicted to the upper deckies. Upper deckies for life.
Groves is like that too. They act like fucking Zins or cocaine or something. Like they're literally just the same thing as fucking nicotine.
It's still Nick.
It's still nicotine. No, like no. When I watch Chase do it, Chase is the only one that I know that just pops him like it's nothing, just because he's trying to quit nicotine. So he'll pop a Zin or two like every like once a day or something. Like when we were in New York, like he kind of was zinning a little bit, but like. For some reason, everyone that I know that zins just makes it their whole personality, bro. So retarded.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I never even liked. I don't zin. I'm not a big fan of zins. They just taste like fucking citrus in my mouth. I don't want citrus in my mouth.
Doesn't even do anything to me, bro.
I don't want a sour fucking I don't want a sour citrus salty taste in my mouth all the time. I just do not like that shit.
Yeah, that shit fucks my stomach, bro.
Yeah, bro, it makes your stomach, because it's like so much acid just going in, like it's fucking like fake tobacco that you can actually.
I'm not gonna lie, like the weed fucked with my stomach, but then like the Nick really did. Trust me, I swear. The weed fucks with it, but the Nick is terrible.
The Nick is
It's
terrible.
so bad, bro. Like, dude, like way back in the day, bro, cigs were like literally like nicotine was like literally like
the
commercialized as a thing to lose weight.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
like, bro,
like it's
what's it
100%
called?
why
Fucking-
I'm so skinny. Like I guarantee if I quit, like I would actually like seriously put on like 25 pounds.
Oh, probably.
Like no joke.
Bro, what's it called? Certain people are just like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to kick the Nick.
I've cut back significantly. But
I was one of the
still
first
not
people that I
stopped,
know that
but-
quit the Nick, and the reason is insane. The reason why I quit Nick, and I was addicted for like a year, like 8th grade and 9th grade, I was addicted. But I just eventually I got fired from my job, and I just ran out of money, so I just couldn't buy weed for like a couple months, and nicotine for a couple months, and I just never got addicted again because I'd feel like a deadbeat asking people to hit their shit. I'd feel like a loser asking people to hit shit. So I would just be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask them because I feel weird.
That's where the problem comes in, because I was the same way. Like I was almost at the point of quitting when I was younger too, because I was, bro, this is so much money. Like, I would literally either have to, when I was like young, like smoking out a highlighter type days, like I would have to tell my parents, like I was ordering a pizza, like ask for like $bucks. But then, like, when I was a sophomore, like, I would use, like, what little money, like, I had, right, and shit, like, so I'd do, like, little side jobs to get, like, a few hundred here and there, but, like, that's when I, like, started trapping, and that's what made it fucking dangerous, because now I'm fucking making money off the shit and smoking for free, so now, basically, I'm, like, so ever since sophomore, basically, I've just smoked for free. Like, it hasn't even been, like, a thought to me, you know? So, like, to go from that to just randomly stop would be a significant hassle. But since I made the decision to kind of, like, fund it by selling it, like, I never paid significant money, which I probably would have quit had I had to. But, which definitely, trust me, I still do think about it as being one of my smartest decisions I've ever made, because I do think that's part of the reason. And this might sound crazy, but I do think me trapping is part of the reason why I'm able to wake up and go to work every single day. Because I think it developed a sense of urge to get money for me that's, like, more than just, like, a job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's probably, like, it was something about, like, literally, like, being, like, 16 years old, like, $1,000, $2,000, and, it probably feels better, like, when you do work for it, but I still remember being like, damn, like, fucking, like,
It's a lot of fucking money.
this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I earned this, technically, like, I'm, like, fucking, like, I was like, low-key, like, proud, I was like, shit, you know, and fucking, yeah, it's just insane, and then you got other kids, like, our age right now, never 2,500, you know, in their life, and they just aren't doing, like, it's not like they're going to school, or it's not like they're doing anything, they're just not doing anything, you know, like, not going to school, not earning any money, it's just terrible, but, alright, boys, I genuinely gotta get off. Yeah,
Alright, brother.
Dog.
Catch y'all, boys.
We all gotta bounce. Yeah, but
Oh shit, I got work at 10 too. Shit. Good fucking point. Good fucking point. I gotta go to the gym too, bro. I gotta hurry up and go to the Planet. I have to do it, bro.
late one tonight.
No, I slept. I slept